So this question says, which of the following complex numbers is equal to what we have here, our 5 plus 12i minus 9i squared minus 6i, for I equals the square root of -1. And this is just a fact that maybe you remember from school. So in essence, this is a simplified question. And basically what it's asking us to do is to say, well, this 5 plus 12i minus 9i squared minus 6i is equal to one of the answer choices. So I'm going to simplify as much as I can and hope that once I've done that, I will get to one of the answer choices listed here, A through D. So to simplify this, the first set of parentheses, there's nothing that I can simplify within those parentheses and nothing to multiply or to distribute across the parentheses. So I'm going to just rewrite that without the parentheses, 5 plus 12i. Those parentheses really aren't necessary. However, for this set of parentheses, because I have a negative sign right in front of them, I need to distribute the negative sign across the parentheses. So this becomes minus 9i squared. And then second of all, that becomes plus, right? Because negative times negative 6i becomes positive 6i. Now to combine like terms further, I still have my 5. There's no like term for 5, so that stays the same. And then I have a positive 12i and a positive 6i, so that becomes a positive 18i. And then lastly, I have this negative 9i squared. So that's my simplification. Now, when I check the answer choices, I don't see any I squareds in the answer choices, which means that I should not have an I squared in my answer. And then that's where, this will come in. If I know that I is equal to the square root of -1, then what is I squared besides, basically is what I get by squaring both sides of this equation. So I squared is square root of -1 times the square root of -1, which is just equal to -1. So this 9i squared becomes, right, so 5 plus 18i minus, I'm going to write it this way, 9 parentheses -1. So I replaced the I squared with -1. And again, that's something that maybe you remember from school without even having to do this whole process over here. So let's continue to simplify. So I have 5 plus 18i. Now I have -9 times -1, which is positive 9. Combining like terms further, I have a 5 plus a 9, which is 14. So I have 14 plus, and then bring this 18i down. So 14 plus 18i. That is as much as I can simplify this in this case, and that tells me that choice D is the correct answer here.